Do you constantly worry about what you do and say as a leader? Do you find it difficult to confide in the people around you? Do you find yourself bottling up all those anxieties, fears, and frustrations? Have you resorted to unhealthy habits like drinking and smoking and not sleeping and working non-stop to deal with the stresses of leadership? Do you feel alone as a leader? Let you in on a little secret. You're not alone. Executive loneliness is very real. Hi, my name is Jim Livingstone, and welcome to 10 Weeks, 10 Challenges, where I share with you 10 of the common personal challenges, deeply intimate challenges that leaders bring to coaching engagements. But I'm not just going to share with you the challenge, I'm also going to share with you the various solutions that leaders have come up with over the years to deal with and understand these challenges. Now, this week's challenge is one that's become more and more prevalent, particularly since the pandemic, and that's executive loneliness. So, what exactly is executive loneliness? Well, it's described as many things, but one of the most common ways I see it described is having the weight of the world on your shoulders and the feeling that no one can help you carry that load. Let's face it, as a leader, people expect more of you. People expect you to have all the answers. People expect you to be confident and calm and know what to do all the time. People often forget that you're also human. You see, leadership is lonely, but it doesn't have to be. So let's have a look at three of the various ideas or groups of ideas that leaders have come up with over the years to understand and deal with executive loneliness. Now, I've grouped the various solutions that leaders have come up with over the years into three core themes. They are critical reflection, building a support system, and being vulnerable. Let's have a look at them one by one. So, critical reflection. Now, it might seem obvious, but the first step to really understanding executive loneliness is taking the time to reflect and be very honest with yourself on how you are feeling. Taking the time to ask yourself questions. How am I feeling? What's causing these feelings? How are these feelings impacting me at home? How are these feelings impacting me at work? What do I know about these feelings? What have I done about these feelings? Now, you can reflect in various ways. I've got one client who likes to create these ginormous mind maps whenever he's feeling stressed or anxious. And he creates these mind maps to really understand what's the root cause of sort of his fears and these anxieties and stresses. You've got to find a way that works for you, but the key is really about being honest with yourself about how you're feeling. So that's the first one, critical reflection. The second part is building a support system. Now, you notice I said building a support system, not a support network. What's the difference? Well, the key difference is a support system involves activities, actions, and people to help you understand and deal with your executive loneliness. So activities could range from playing sports, doing physical exercise to, you know, meditating. All right. When you need that time to think, these are activities that you can sort of, you can use or apply when you need that little bit of me time to think. But it could also include family and friends, select group of peers, a coach, a mentor, your colleagues, or an executive network group that you're a part of. The key to building a support system is building a system of people and or actions that you can count on when you need that support. Now, there are some simple rules to building a support system. One is give and take. If you're going to ask for feedback, if you're going to ask for support, make sure you give support and give feedback as well. Right? Two, show appreciation. Let people know how much their support means to you. Let them know how much you want to support them. Thirdly, share your successes. Let people know when you're being successful, and also show excitement and happiness for other people that are successful. And then lastly, it's really around embracing shared interests, creating opportunities for you to connect with people and stay connected to people through those sort of combined interests. So I'll give you one quick example. I have one client, a very senior business leader, who enjoys playing golf. And every month He gets together with 3 other business leaders and they play a round of golf, and they use that sort of round of golf as an opportunity to sort of share all the stuff that they're going through right now and help one another through it. So that's an example of building a support system. You've got to find a system that works for you, and everyone is different, right? So build a support system. Thirdly, it's about being vulnerable. Now, contrary to popular belief, vulnerability is not a weakness, it's an absolute strength. Vulnerability is not about sharing your deepest, darkest fears. Vulnerability is about openly expressing your concerns, your worries, but in a calm and positive manner. Vulnerability is about putting your hand up and saying, hey, I don't have all the answers. I've got a few ideas, but I'd love to get people's thoughts. Vulnerability shows courage. It helps you build stronger connections with people. It helps you build stronger rapport. So there are some sort of key goals, rules with vulnerability. Reaching out. Don't be afraid to reach out. Make it a habit of reaching out to people when you need help, when you're not certain. Share what you know, what you don't know. Share how you're feeling. Let people know how you're feeling. Ask for help. The more you ask for help, the more frequently you ask for help, the easier it will be for you to ask for help. And then lastly, it's about engaging in meaningful conversations. It's about listening more than you do talk. It's about engaging in conversations where you really extrapolate more meaning from the conversations. So there we have it. Critical reflection, building a support system, and being vulnerable. I hope you find that helpful.